the scene? What are the scars you see behind the smiling faces on your screen? What is the story? What lies beneath the African music? I am Chacha Smith.
And I am Lachlan Audi.
We are Culture Sonic, capturing the essence of African music. Hi everyone. Welcome to Culture Sonic. My name is Chacha Smith, and of course, I am your host. I am not alone.
Hi, my name is Lachlan Audi. Chacha, we have discussed this. We need to tell them why we are the host of Culture Sonic.
Why are we the host of Culture Sonic? Okay, so I've been in the media for this is the 11th year.
Come on.
Yes. And I've been that girl who sits at the other side to have the conversation with a lot of people. Say the things that you don't know about, throw more lights, educative conversation, and every other thing. But then I made up my mind to delve into something I was not usually into properly. And it birthed Culture Sonic. And now Culture Sonic is about the African music because we are actually out here to capture the whole essence. This podcast is educative, it is entertaining. You're going to see the guys who are usually behind the scene. You're going to see the guys who roll the balls, the guys who set up the pace. You understand? And that's why we have beautiful people here to talk to us about what they know, what they've been doing, and what you should know. So, welcome.
Okay, so my name is Lachlan Aldo. I have been a lawyer for 10 years, and for 6 years, I have been in the music industry behind the scenes. A lot of them, a lot of people have seen emails from Lachlan Aldo, but a lot of people do not know the face. But yeah, this is me coming out, and our intention is to make sure that we have the serious conversations, the conversations that people do not want to have about the music industry. And what better way to do this if not with Cheche Smith?
Hi, baby.
So relax. You'll be having a great time. We have two amazing guests in the house. And this person I'm about to introduce is someone that I have always looked at his tweet and I'm like, this guy has mind. Like the way he expresses himself is golden. I wish I could be that do I say ballsy? I wish I could express myself that loud and I could be so true in my own opinion. It is no other person than Joey Akan.
Hooray, hooray.
Breathe.
Thank you so much.
Joey.
Hi, hello,
Hi,
hi,
Joey.
Cheche. Hi, Lucky.
Joey,
blushing?
are you here in person?
Yes, I am. You're making a black boy blush.
Can I pinch you?
Well, you'll do. I won't feel anything. I'm all rosy right now.
Joey.
Yeah, but thank you. This is fun. This is fun to do. Yeah, this is where I introduce myself.
Yes, please.
Okay, my name's Joey Akan. I'm the founder, and I thank you for Afrobeats Intelligence.
Come on.
We have a newsletter, we've got a podcast, and we intersect with brands across
Feel the
multiple
aura.
things.
Come
So
on.
I've been in the music industry for years, 10 years now.
Come on.
Yeah, 10 years, and I have operated primarily as a journalist, but with time I began to do work that sits squarely on A&R, and then I began to intersect with brands for the industry. Over time, I became an influencer. Over time, but yeah, speaker, all of that. Member of the Grammy, member of the BET,
Come on.
Mamas,
Loud it.
and Co. So, multi-award winner. so, so all of that stuff.
All right.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
So, guys, he's not alone. This is not the only guest we have on the show today. On our podcast, we have this. Let me breathe. So, a lot of people know this guy, this bold guy. You can actually feel the aura around him.
Yeah.
The personality is huge.
Yeah, exactly.
You know him as Lucas J. So, people like us, we call him Kiing Lu.
Come on.
Yes. Some other people know him as a music amplificator. This A&R guy, the actual guy who can lead you and put you where you are actually supposed to be. Lucas, it's such a pleasure to have you on Culture Sonic, my brother.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Welcome, Lucas.
You're
This introduction is
welcome.
really loud.
Wow.
Yes, thank you for having me, guys. I'm
Yeah.
happy to be here.
Oh.
Church has done the introduction. I think I'm good with that.
It's
Are
good.
you? Somebody give my flowers. So no, let me just dive right,
Right
in.
in, straight.
Okay. So this is the 7th month of the year 2024. And usually before now, we could have back to back to back, like a lot of songs. We'll be struggling to choose. We're struggling to pick. Oh, who is that? Who's going to be that particular person
The
that we'll
next
roll
big
with
thing.
for the summer?
Hmm.
Now, I've been thinking, and yes, I want to know. I want to know, is Ogechi that song? Is it like a viral sound, or is Ogechi the summer hit?
Um, I honestly think it's a viral sound.
Okay.
Um, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do next.
Hmm.
You know,
Pressure.
yes, I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do next. And for me, honestly, it's a viral sound, and not taking away the talented guys that are involved in making that monster hit. You know, in our industry, what people look at majorly is you've released one song that's gone viral. Can you replicate that
Follow up.
success? Can you do that follow up?
Hmm.
So if they're able to do that follow up, we know that yes, they're here to stay.
Okay. Joey, what's your opinion?
Well, Ogechi is pretty much the Nigerian music industry healing.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, we have spent. Yeah, the moment I heard Ogechi, I'm like, yeah, we're so back. So
Mm.
yeah, we're so back because for the last 2 years I have suffered and yeah,
You
suffered.
have suffered.
Yeah, I have. I have. I'm a music. I really love music, and over time I've been screaming. I used to think erroneously though that the heart of Nigerian music resided in our drum patterns.
Mm.
And when you look at it, since we did the postmodern Afrobeats industry or the Nigerian music industry, a lot of what we has carried us has been how we've been able to manipulate the drums. But the last 2 years showed me that the drumming is not the soul of our music;
Oh,
Mm.
it's the melody. And the last 2 years has been an attack on our sensibilities because of we've used very minimal melody on the mainstream level due
Mm.
to this sound that colonized us from South Africa,
Okay, I
Amapiano.
get it.
And so this year we've tried to wean ourselves of it because I see diminishing marginal utility setting in. We're not getting as much value or enjoyment as we're
Mm.
getting from our piano anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So the culture's been moving, the culture's been trying to switch itself. Ogechi is a callback.
Yeah.
It's an it's a song that's not inspired by this era. It's one of our
Yeah.
classic sounds.
yeah.
Fact. Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Okay,
is.
but is
Yeah.
it is it
I could name 10 songs just like Ogechi.
Yes.
okay?
10 love high life songs.
Mm-hmm.
It's Flavor has
From way back.
Flavor has a million of them. Techno, everyone who has operated within the high life space or has been influenced by high life, they have a song that fits into those parameters. That is a classic Nigerian song.
But would you say the Ogechi song is that summer song for us?
No, it's not a summer song. It's
Do we have a summer song?
We don't have one.
Yeah.
I think it's a great song. The virality is great. Um, One thing I don't and something else that I would say here is the song has become bigger than the artist.
Yes.
Fact.
Exactly.
Fact.
And the artists are not, from what I can see, the artists are not even reaching for themselves as brands for the virality
Yes.
of the record.
Mhm.
And so every year there's a song that comes out that breaks the buck. And once upon a time it was uh this record, Adulthood na scam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could find the same strain in
I'll be a fool to go back to my
yeah,
ex-boyfriend.
ex-boyfriend
That
Rebecca.
Yes,
you
Rebecca,
know,
yeah.
there's also Victor AD,
Mm-hmm.
Waiting We Gain.
Waiting
Yeah.
again.
So we have these records. They just stand out. They're different from the buck, and they enjoy a lifespan.
Yeah. Let's
So I
finish
think
my show.
Ogechi is this year's natural fit for that.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm not seeing it beyond what it is. I don't have high hopes for the artist.
Yeah.
I just think they now have situational perfection.
Yeah.
Davido's in there. the season is right for it, and the industry honestly has been yearning for something to remind us of who we are.
Okay, I have another question, a follow-up question. So I understand that A and Ring is more like the ear that brings more like the commercial value to the artistic work of the artist. I don't know if you get my point.
I get it.
Correct.
So an artist is just being creative. The A and R is like, I think you should do it like this because it's going to get us more attention. I think you should do it like this because you would have more audience.
Audience, yeah.
Now, do you think you had mentioned that we have like the Amapiano pandemic?
Yes.
Yeah,
Epidemic.
yes,
Pandemonium.
It's a pandemic. That gave us pandemonium.
So do you think it is like the fault? Can we fault the A and R system in Nigeria?
Yes,
Hmm.
We can. Yes, I agree with him.
I agree with you. So,
Yes.
see, this is very.
Okay.
Yes, and it's
Wow.
interesting. So when I say things like this, I have a lot of friends that are A&Rs. I'm very embedded in the system.
Lucas is on the team. Don't worry, call him by
Yeah,
name.
no, not even Lucas.
Yeah.
Lucas is.
I think
you
he
know,
even
look-
has like if
look
when
at-
you listen to his
look-
music, you know, it
yeah,
has
look at
a
Lucas is
different
proven.
kind of.
Lucas has proven he's beyond reproach in this. Lucas has. I like to think we sort of like honed our ears over the years because we listen to a lot of music together. So we honed our ears over the years, even though he calls me an Afrobeats A&R, which is an insult.
Have you been trying to deny that?
Yes, I have. I'm not
Yes,
gonna-
yes, we try to.
So, the A&R system in this country was non-existent and informal for not non-existent. It existed, but it was informal for
Yeah.
a while. I come from a time before we had Afrobeats to the world, before we had boots on the ground, international offices, standardized systems, and now we're doing things like writers camp. We're doing songwriting camp. Before, everybody an artist guy, everybody an industry guy. Nobody had official jobs. Very few people had official jobs. And even at that, there's a very tiny ceiling. You're very dependent on the favor of the artist. So if they don't like your face again, they kick you. So people who do A&R and a few other things, people who hang around with people, they do A&R, they were very unappreciated and all. Afrobeats to the world happened. We began to have boots on the ground. All the companies came in here. They brought their systems. They brought all their standardized procedures. And what do we have now? We have a lot of these people who were industry guys transitioned into these official roles. Yeah.
Yes,
Look at it. Look at the
facts.
entire architecture of the
yes.
space. These are like avid hobbyists and passionate people who finally had a chance to like make a living from it. It's a blessing and I love it. But the problem is I don't think a lot of people really care about the culture in how, and you could see this in how they approach it. Because you clearly see a lot of bad songs being released more than good songs,
Yeah.
especially from the major houses.
Thank you. You
Correct.
just mentioned major houses,
Yeah,
right?
correct.
especially from the major houses. Because now, I think, now, let me just wrap this up because
Okay.
I think I'm hogging the mic too much.
No,
but I'm
no,
very
no.
passionate about this. So I have sat in multiple consultation sessions. I consult as an A&R also. Much of what I do now is last mile A&R. When everything's been created, I come in and I pick. So last mile. Yeah, I come in and I pick songs, pick singles, pick this, pick that, based on what has already been created. But what I see when I sit down and get a lot of these records played or when they send it to me, I just wonder, like, do you hear these things? Or you're just trying to meet a KPI? Everyone is well fed.
It is what it is.
Everyone is
KPI.
overfed.
KPI.
And so the industry now, we were once screaming, we need A&Rs, we need A&Rs. Now we have A&Rs. Everywhere, senior, junior,
I
intermediate.
swear.
Yeah, we have senior, junior. Yeah, we do. All over. I'm friends with everyone.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're giving a good account of themselves.
For real.
And so that's what the problem, that's where I think the bulk of the problem we have is our
So it's
A&R culture
foundational.
is, yeah, it's very foundational. Our A&R culture is bad. I've sat in offices
Well, how do
and
we-
they've
how do
played
we
me
revamp
artists
it?
that should never
How
be
do
signed.
we make it better? How do we revamp that?
Going back to the original reason why you're an A&R, you got to have intelligence in your industry to understand intelligence, to understand what has come before, what is, and what will be. A&Rs are supposed to be,
Visionaries.
yeah, visionaries.
Yeah.
Visionaries.
So you
Yeah.
think about creativity from when you think of the creative class, and you think of artists and putting lumber and beats and all that to producers, songwriters and all that. But A&R is also a part of that creative class because all you do is make sure the music is good. You do quality control,
Quality control, yeah.
and you find the intersection between creativity and commercialization.
Okay, so I need us to proceed because we have so many other things to talk about. Lucas,
Yes.
I don't know why I'm always coming to you with direct questions.
Okay, let's get it.
So I love what you're doing with Captive Music World, and I love what you've been doing for other people too. So I want to ask you, are record labels struggling? Now, before you answer that question, before now, or I don't know if we still have it, where we have like a proper structure on how you should break out an upcoming artist. So tell me what's going on, Lucas.
So let me start this way. Back then, record labels used to be like the powerhouse where artists get signed and then they have like the full 360 deal, and all that. But as the industry evolved, artists became wiser, and now they are more
Artists became
wiser, and there are more international labels, distribution companies coming in, and then handing artists distribution deals with even what's it called advances to push their music. And then now most of the artists now they've seen that that's like a better route instead of going the record label route. Because at the end of the day, what does this record label provide you? Funding, structure. Now, as an artist, you can literally just register your own record label, and then have like a distribution deal with one of these international record labels to fund you.
But will you have the structure?
The structure is basically building a team. Building a team. Because at the end of the day, you need a team to push.
Knowledgeable team?
Yes, a team that actually really believe in you. Because if you're talking about structure, it's about the right individuals in different positions, making sure they're moving the balls the right way. You get me? So an artist that has vision with the right team, with the right financial backing from the distribution companies will always move forward. So I just think that record label culture is gradually dying. The only labels that can stand the test of time is labels like Maven that have proper structure, proper. If I say structure, I mean
still mention structure.
yes. I mean like they have an academy,
Okay.
and this academy is like they develop talents, they discover talents, put them through that channel.
So there's a process.
There's
to
a
it.
process.
So you don't
Artist
just
development program.
That's one problem we have in our system now. A lot of labels don't want to do artist development. They just want to, just pick the already made ones or the ones that have potential, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to the grassroots anymore to get this talent.
So that brings me to my next question. So as a lawyer, I have reviewed a lot of agreements. And one thing that is now very rampant in the industry is that there are a lot of, according to you call them distribution companies. They come under a lot of covers.
Yes.
They say sometimes they're licensing companies. They say they're distributors. Sometimes they say they're artist development companies, whatever the name that they use.
Yes, yeah.
But now when you look at the content of the agreement, you find out that these people, they always include a clause that states that we are going to export you. Like, we're going to sign you up to a bigger label. Do you understand? So if you look at it technically, there's not much difference between these companies and the big labels. Because as you've said, big labels don't want to do artist development. So they leave it for these other guys. They develop the artists and then they export them. So when you look at it technically, there's still that structure. They are still being signed on to the bigger labels. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
I understand what you're saying.
So that would now even bring me to my next question. Rema said you won't gatekeep who fit jump fence.
Bam.
Do you think that these big labels are actually gatekeeping? Do you think they are the reasons why we don't have breakout artists?
I don't think that word gatekeeping is an old story. There's no more.
Are we sure?
There's no gatekeeping anymore. There's no gatekeeping. People are literally.
So it's done. Let him break it down.
That gatekeeping culture is literally as weak as it should be right now. Like, it's weak. the emergence of the internet, and then most of these labels now coming into Africa, to hand artist deals and sign them and all that has broken that gatekeeping thing. Unlike 10, 15 years ago when we have strong gatekeepers that can actually decide your fate as an artist, can actually decide your destiny as an artist. But now, artists, like I mentioned earlier, artists can literally, have their own money and decide on what they want to do, how they want to move.
We did get to the international quarters.
International is by basically signing strategic deals.
Oh,
It's by basically signing strategic
That's it.
deals. Strategic deals.
But we have some of these artists who have actually gone on to sign these deals, and yet when they come on, they can't even do anything.
What's
They
their
have to see the
foundation
show
here
from-
like? That's the question. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people forget their foundation. You're trying to cross over, you're trying to build outside, the shores of Africa. But you're not paying attention to your foundation here. Foundation is extremely important. I don't want to call names, but there are a lot of artists that
Call names.
Go on then.
Call names so we can learn. Well, yet
we are not calling names.
Call names.
I can't know.
Anyway, I know.
There are a lot of artists out there, doing amazing out there, but they're struggling back home. Because there's
we'll
no
come to that
foundation. There's no
conversation.
there's no
Yeah.
they're
They're struggling
neglecting
back home.
their foundation, which is extremely important. Extremely important.
Do you want to say something?
Yes,
I don't want you to
let
lose
him
this
speak.
thought.
All
Yeah.
right, let's go.
Well, I think gatekeeping exists, and it has its benefits and it has its disadvantages.
Drink juice.
Gatekeeping, gatekeeping when done right is a benefit to everybody. But
Benefit to everyone.
yes, to everyone.
He's going to explain.
Yeah, it's a
It's part of empowering the structure.
Just are you confused? He's going to explain.
gatekeeping when done right, it's a good thing. Take for example, look at certain professional fields. The reason why you have exams and all these things is gatekeeping. It's a form of gatekeeping because they're trying to screen out the cranks and have the people with the intellectual capability to get
Okay.
in there. What in music, gatekeeping exists. No matter how many formats we've had, that if you're trying to go into multiple industries, you discover cabals. You
Definitely.
discover domain-specific knowledge and the players in there. Those people, a lot of them are gatekeepers. So previously, gatekeeping used to appear in this culture before Afrobeats to the world, before we started getting international attention and the money and the structure that comes with it. Gatekeeping was very crude.
Very, very
You know, people would decide that they don't like your face or you don't greet them in an you didn't greet them properly at an event. Maybe you didn't bow or didn't take the knee or kiss the ring. And then they decide that you're done.
Yes.
And
And
it's
decide your
happened.
fate.
Yeah. So you could have people in controlling very specific platforms for distribution and radio and TV and all that, and it's done. The internet gave us a promise, and it sold us a dream. Internet said, we're giving you DIY. You have everything you need. You can start yourself and amplify yourself and become big and grow. I think it's nice to have in theory, but when you go down to the practicalities of it, you begin to discover that gatekeeping never went away. So the internet gave you Apple Music to distribute, but they also gave you Apple Music editors.
Joey. Okay. That is a thing.
Yes.
Can you explain further so that
It's the
people get
editors
it?
that choose what goes onto the places with the most eyeballs now.
Now you're home.
No. I've always needed
that-
him to break
yeah.
it down.
All right.
So you go on Apple Music and say you want to distribute, and then you put it on. You find one of the platforms. Maybe you go DistroKid, TuneCore, all of the DIY people, United Masters, and all, and then you put it in there. Inside that app, another app
Tap
dey
the inside. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
and this is the
goodness.
yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, it is. And this is the human quality that nobody wants to appreciate or deal with specifically. So if you go to Apple Music, you can upload your music, but the places where people congregate and the places that are being marketed in-house, they involve you going through a person or a group of people who will decide whether you qualify or
Or
not.
not.
Problem is, all of these spaces, all the majors are qualified based because say na majors, they have these relationships.
Facts.
So already that's a
That's
layer.
the real
That's
structure.
yeah, that's a layer of gatekeeping. That if Warner or let's say
That
Atlantic
structure is something
signs me
else.
now, if Atlantic signs me now and gives me priority and makes me a priority artist, it means any playlist I want, I will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Lekeli or Ojubali from the street
Cannot.
does not have cannot even
Cannot.
speak to the person who will put him on that list, because guess what, he doesn't even know that person.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so that's a form of gatekeeping that exists.
Yes.
So the problem we have had so far is Afrobeats for a while. What the problem we have now is these gatekeepers are so beholden to like standard structures. So we no longer have grass to grace stories anymore. Everybody you see is a plant. Everybody you see and that can buy media space and they can put themselves everywhere you see an artist or hear a song has been paid for by someone. Every level of marketing you want to do or distribution, there's a toll gate.
Yes.
Def.
And you got to pay that toll. If you don't have that toll, you're out. So money in itself is a gatekeeping tool for this industry as it is.
Facts.
So every weekend, when you look at who are the people that have been pitched, who are the people that appear on all the best playlists, look at all of them, and you'd find either they are directly connected to the majors, or they are directly connected to a condom with which the major uses to fuck the system.
Joey, let me read.
You guys give Joey. You guys give Joey
That's the
alcohol.
that's it.
Joey, don't you alcohol.
We call them local operators, but what they are condoms.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
kind of as a sponsor. Yes, so let me come to you, Lucas J. Oh my goodness, I'm switching totally from Joey right now.
You don't like the truth.
No, I love the truth. First of all, Lucas, I want to know, these are Afrobeats to the world. Do you really think it's affecting the local markets? Because also, I want you to switch over to when you dance around that a bit. I want you to switch over to, let's look at the formula. Who is actually giving us that formula to break out this artist now? Do we have it? Because if from what you explained about the record labels and looking at people who have the money, they have the finance, they want to do it themselves. So where do we get that formula? Do we have like a formula, or is just that everybody do your thing, whatever works for you?
So let me start from where you said if Afrobeat to the world movement is affecting our local markets.
Yes.
I honestly don't think it has anything to do with our local market. It's about exporting what we have here already, creating more visibility, more international pipelines, basically. It's not in any way affecting. Rather, it's trying to export our culture, export our art. The only people it tends to affect are people that are so into focusing so much on being international and then neglecting their local
But it's
market.
happening to us already.
It's not happening to the entire industry, just a few.
Okay.
I don't understand that. For instance, now people like the Mavins, I always mention Mavins. They know what they're doing. For instance, the artist Arasta. Arasta, they're trying to break Arasta into the international market, but they're equally not neglecting the local market. There's still local hits being serviced, local songs being serviced here, and then she's being put on international collaborations. That is very strategic. That's a good plan. Then there's also an artist that's also like her, that is focusing more on international. I would not call names. More on international, but neglecting the local markets. And it's kind of affecting in different ways. Then your second question is
Yes.
if there's a format.
Yes.
We all create different formats. There's no particular format in breaking an artist.
Yeah, there's no blueprint.
There's no blueprint. What labels or what most of these guys will provide you, will provide you is just access, a level playing ground. They provide you an opportunity to to stand a chance to be able to break out. But there's no blueprint to breaking this artist. There's actually no blueprint.
And that's because just to further his thoughts, I'm just picking up from him. So the reason why there's no blueprint to break an artist, it's down to the psychology of music itself. We like what we like. Pop songs or songs that become blown are the songs that a lot of people have agreed that they like. That's how songs blow. If a lot of people agree that they like a song has blown.
The connection happened.
Yes. So that's likeness. That's intersection between the likeness of the artist and the creativity is what we call connectivity.
Yes.
So an artist who has connectivity is an artist and does it over and over again is an artist that we can appreciate and respect because they whatever they are creating pretty much sits on the pulse of the people. So that's what it is. So what the industry provides you is the industry provides you with the best creative tools so you can express yourself in the best way possible. The industry also provides that blueprint is just marketing.
Yeah.
So all the marketing channels, we all know them. You do the same thing over and over again. You find a story for the project, you find an aesthetic that fits, and then you put it everywhere that you think people go to. So whether via influencers who act as your reach marketers or the TV and radio station, all we just do is just put it in front of people. That's what servicing is in our language. That's what servicing is. That means we put it where people will go to see it.
To see it, yeah.
When people see it, do they like it or not? So the advantage here that every other person that has access and money has is that they can afford to put it in all these spaces. So the ones who can afford it become the people who play in the mainstream sector. The difference is between songs that blow and songs that don't blow is everybody gets an equal opportunity. But what do the people pick up? That's when the people pick up your song. When your song leaves the DJ booth and goes into a personal playlist, that is blow. So, yeah.
So basically, what is...
So nobody can account,
Yeah.
just to finish, nobody can account
To the exact.
for why that connectivity happens. Even the artists who have blown, even them, they can tell you A, B, C, D, that. But if you take their words, extract it, blueprint it, create a format, create a standard operating
It might not
procedure,
work
and
for you.
open, it will not might, it will not work for you.
Joey, you're so
Yes,
good.
true. So what this basically means is, your success in the music industry does not heavily, depend on the amount of money that's put into marketing. A lot of people have buried millions
Millions, a
and
lot.
still nothing has happened. Then somebody will just come in and just put in, and then the spark happens. So that's what we're all looking for as creatives, is that spark
Yes.
between the music and the fan base
Yeah.
and the fans. Once that spark happens, that's when you have a hit song.
Yeah, people have tried to explain that spark. It's not something that can be explained even on podcasts
At all.
It's people have tried to explain it. The ones who are I think intellectually deficient, they'll call it grace.
They call it what? Grace.
No, Joey. There's a God thing there. There's a God factor
They'll call
there.
it grace, and we'll drag it to religion and all of that. But at the end of it, it is pretty much something that isn't understood. Why do you like? So break it down to the specifics. You meet a person and you like them for the first time.
Yes.
You meet a person and you don't like them. Can you explain that? No, they just hit. Some people trigger your alarm bells. Some people trigger you to hug them and sleep in their arms. The same thing with music. You hear a song and you're like, waiting be this. But you hear a song and you're like, make a Shazam, man.
Yeah. Correct.
Correct.
But speaking about Make a Shazam, we're running out of time. Make a Shazam. Joey, stop. So which of the songs where you dey try Shazam now presently? Which of the songs be your hit song now? So some are done the wrap up now. You never get.
Yeah, which of the songs
You the Shazam now.
that I'm shazamming now? No,
Yeah.
I'm all about Rema right now. Yeah, so everything Rema has done,
Rema.
he is. That's everything he's done. He dropped an entire album of hits,
Okay.
and I can
Well,
like it.
what's your
people disagree with
qualification?
you.
Yes, because I have a very different
and,
opinion.
and, and
And
yeah.
then it boils down to what the people like. It actually boils down to what the people like. Like there's some people I've heard from, yeah, and they feel like the entire Rema album or Rema's album, they just sound alike. The music
It's
is just the same.
experimental.
Okay, I understand that.
Experimental.
Yeah, I understand that it's experimental, and it might
Yes.
just be like a wave of the moment, or like we say, the structures that be. There's no gatekeeping to him, like he said.
Yeah.
He did jump fence.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? So, we loving Rema's music. Is it because of who Rema is? Is it a personality thing, or is it a sound thing?
Let's assume it was an upcoming
It's
artist
it's a contributing
that
factor.
released this.
I'll-
It is a
I'll-
good-
I'll-
No, I'm asking you that
personality.
because you said that the
Joey,
entire,
yes,
the entire, the entire album.
Luckily.
So that's why I'm asking.
And-
Go on him.
I'll
Yes,
speak.
you.
I'll
Used to.
speak. I'll speak directly to
Yes.
it.
Joey,
And
don't
even-
match wire now.
No, I don't match wire. I dey match am, I dey Yeah. So
You don't match why.
I dey match am.
Luckily, I like that question. Hit him hard.
That is because you
So-
love Rema or
So the thing with this is this: the same way, and music obeys the same principles of that every other part of humanity obeys. Take for example, you like a person. You see, you meet a guy, you like him. He begins to build real estate in your heart. If that guy coughs weirdly, you will laugh.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah. You begin to find his jokes very funny.
Very interesting.
Even if he stands on stage
So
and
are
gives-
you then
So
saying
hold
that?
on, hold on.
Are you
Hold on.
saying
What
that?
I'm saying is
Let him
this.
land.
Let me land. I'm going to land. And I'm going to land. I'm going to land. We ain't going to crash. We're going to have a good landing. A good landing. And so, think of all the people you have loved as creatives. Loving a person, loving music, and loving a creator is the same. It's the same set of the same parts of the brain it uses when you love romantically, when you love your family, when you love this. That's why we can have things like cancel culture because it speaks to our emotion. That's what music does. So when you love a creator and you love this, already you have things like you have recognition already working for you. So if they crack a random joke that is not objectively funny, you will laugh because they already have your number.
So Joey,
So
Joey
Rema-
has made his
So,
point.
yeah, so Rema,
Hope we get the point. Joey has made his point.
Rema has our number, so already he has that working for him.
Okay.
And he's not gonna take it easy
Yes.
on his
Yeah,
head.
yes.
Come on!
Yeah,
Don't
just
say it.
final sentence. So he has that working for him. The rest of it is just already you've curated this, you have this, and it's working for you. The rest of it is just how you add dynamism to the space. So you like nice. All of us like nice, but we've not listened to nice in so long
Wow.
because we don't feel the dynamism.
So do you love this Rema now?
I love it so much. Like, bro, I love this project so much that I'm going to vote for it to be the best. If they submit it for the Grammys, just know that my signature will be there.
Yeah.
Let me ask.
Okay,
See,
okay.
let me ask you one direct question.
Okay.
If that same project, that same format,
Yeah.
and everything was recorded by an upcoming
Artist.
artist, will you still love it,
Yes, I would.
Joey?
And
Joey.
hold on. I
Joey.
asked myself this question. Think liken this to. There was a project Tiger. I don't like Tiger. I don't like Tiger at all. The artist Tiger. But it's a project Tiger dropped maybe like 6 years ago. I can't place the name now, but that project is similar as this: high BPM, extreme dance records. Yeah, extreme. But that was what gave it Tiger renaissance. Because even the people who didn't like Tiger, they understood that they could go to the club and bounce to this record. This is an album that makes people congregate. This is an album that celebrates celebrations. So I love it.
Okay,
Wrapping up.
yeah,
We don't have time.
I'm wrapping up. I'm wrapping up actually, but like, so from the conversations we've had, we've identified two major reasons why we do not have the summer song of the year, and then we've said our A&R system is
faulty.
flopped because
flopped?
okay, no,
It's
okay,
not flopped.
Faulty.
It's
faulty.
it's shaky.
It's
Need a
hobbling.
mechanic.
Okay.
More work needs to be done.
They limp.
And secondly, we've also established that there's a gatekeeping system, whether
Yes.
we like it or
no,
yes.
Yes. By virtue of the
Whether-
music industry, it's there. Look at.
Why is everyone pointing?
Whether we like it or yes.
You want stick plug promotions.
Yes.
Maybe everybody will send you music where you go agree to even distribute.
You,
even if
you
they
cannot
pay
be calling
Yes.
me.
That's because you're a fucking gatekeeper.
I don't know what that means.
Lucas, you're a gatekeeper too. Yeah, investigator now. Lucas, say something.
Don't mind Joey.
Yeah.
man.
and you do it from a good
I probably
place.
see.
You care about the
gatekeeping-
culture.
I probably see gatekeeping from a
different
different
point of view.
point of view. You know, maybe I'm used to the traditional ways, the way gatekeeping used to be. You know,
But me, I'm with Joey.
but I understand what
I'm with Joey.
I understand.
100.
I'm on the fence.
I understand what he means. You know, by his own gatekeeping thing. Yes, now that he's explained that, you know, based on based on what he's saying, gatekeeping has like an advantage and also a
So
disadvantage.
Lucas, are you a gatekeeper? Because you're my friend.
See, the thing is, I don't even like that word gatekeeping because I like creating
Just a very
pipelines
objective
that people
businessman.
will
So you're
freely
not
express.
taking it easy on some of your haters. Lucas, say something.
But everybody you reject, will go back and say, Lucas did not like my music.
And then this is how I do. I don't just outrightly reject them. What I do is I constructively, you know, criticize their music and tell them what to do better.
So you're
Because me, I'm more like an artist helper.
So you're,
I don't-
you're a
I don't-
benevolent
Come on.
gatekeeper.
Yes,
You're a
peaceful
benevolent,
gatekeeper.
you're a benevolent gatekeeper. But you tell people that, but do you tell people that, hey, do you, in your own way, and this is why I say it's a positive thing, depending, like, internet has sold us a dream. And that's why we have whack people competing with good
I'm
people.
coming. I'm
And
about to learn.
hold on,
Plan.
just
I need to learn.
just to make it specific for him. The only reason why you gatekeep is because you care about the culture enough to know that this does not benefit
Joey, don't
either the
cover
culture.
Lucas up
Hold on,
yet.
no, I'm not. And you know that this piece
A
of
good one.
this piece of music does not benefit the culture. Neither does it benefit you. And you can say that based on the level of professionalism and experience that you have and knowledge that you have. So I don't think gatekeeping in itself is a bad thing. The same way I don't think guns or bombs are a bad thing, depending on who's using them.
Yeah,
Joey,
usage.
you're also a gatekeeper.
I am.
When you bring out your board and bring your
Yes,
marker,
not
and
see if
you're
you
a
send,
proper gatekeeper.
yeah, you can send me 10,000 songs, and if I don't like the 10,000 of them, my board will not come out.
So let me quickly land. Let me quickly
Oh,
land.
you wrapping up now? We are not landing.
Yes,
You're
I'm
wrapping
wrapping up. I'm wrapping up, please. So, we've established what I said earlier on, A&R rules, gatekeeping, and then it brings me to TikTok.
Yeah,
A lot of people think TikTok is a cheat code.
Is it really?
it don't stop.
Lucas,
it don't stop to the walk.
Lucas, take
No,
it.
okay, yeah.
It don't stop to the walk. Oh.
Lucas, turn it around. Cook, Lucas, cook, please.
So
Is TikTok the cheat code?
it's not a cheat code.
At
Okay.
all.
TikTok is more like a creator's platform.
It was a bubble.
Yes, it was.
but where-
But it gave rise to quite a number of artists.
Bubble.
Example.
See, the annoying part.
CK.
The annoying part of
Bubble.
The annoying part
That's
of
why I say
The
the annoying part
bubble.
of TikTok. TikTok gave.
don't
Hold
crack.
on, guys. Lucas, what else?
So what I'm trying to say is,
Yes.
TikTok gave a lot of access to people that are not really talented.
People that are not really talented.
Yes, just whack music and then they just make a lot of bunch of videos and amplify it and then it's everywhere, viral and all that.
So can we say the traditional media, the radio, still has like a very strong hold?
Yes, it can never go away. It's
do
radio,
you think
TV,
so?
they still have a strong hold.
I do
Joey.
think so.
Yes.
Do we have
I do think so.
so like
So we're all
what-
of us here sitting down
what's
here.
your judgment?
None of us are poor. We are middle classes.
Do we
Okay.
have
You might
that
be
in Nigeria?
upper, lower, middle classes.
Okay.
But the people who do not possess the resources that we do, they fall onto the ones that are readily available. And they are larger than us. Radio works. TV works, but due to class differences, we don't see it.
Thank you.
Class
I
differences.
think
right,
we've
guys.
been able to.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want this to end. I never wanted it to end. Come on, guys. Director, you should give us more time, but not today. Joey, it's been awesome having you.
We
on
have
this
a game. We
podcast.
have
Thank
a
you.
game before
Do
we
we?
go. Yes, we do.
we have
the
that game
game. Let's
already?
play
Yes.
a game.
Okay.
So
What is this game?
so
I want to
it's
play a game.
it's simply
acting like I didn't know about this.
it's simply song association. But now it's Team Luca and Team Joey.
Joey, let's do this.
Ah, we
Let's get
win, bro.
Okay,
Let's do
so
that.
Let's claw me.
so I think both of you should start first.
No, you guys
No, start first.
No.
Start first.
Let's start first.
So you guys give us a
I
word.
ain't scared of them.
You guys give us a word.
I want to give you a word.
So how does it work?
I'll give you a word
Give
and
us
you.
a word and then we sing a song that has that word.
Okay, I'm
Blood
going to
of
give them a
Jesus,
word.
let's go.
No, I have a word from an artist like.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
Are you praying?
Okay, the word is equalize.
Oh yeah. Start.
Equalize.
You can start.
Equalize.
Will you just get equalized from? What the fuck?
Your time is up.
What is equalized?
You failed.
Give
Yeah.
us a song that has equalizer.
Man, sing the song.
Hold on. Lime Odimodu Black.
Sing it.
Equalize. Like Kylian Mbappe had they equalize every goal.
Yes.
Today.
What is that?
Yes.
What
yes,
is that?
yes, now. Yes. Equalize.
Sorry.
Lime Odimodu Black, where them day? He did there for invest.
It's 1-0.
Yes.
Okay, our word is analyze.
Analyze.
Yes.
That is so wise. That is
Analyze us. Analyze you. Is that not Iron Mark?
Well, okay. No, will they come? Will they come? No worry. We'll deal with you.
Let's go.
Round two. What? Round two. Second word. Cadaver.
Cadaver, yeah.
No, this is not fair now.
Are you going to tell us about our word? Cadaver, 1. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up.
Okay.
Cadaver, I say what?
Woto. You can see there. Are they give? They turn
What
to
is
cadaver. Cadaver. Dead people now. Woto. Check out the woto. Woto.
What kind of lyrics?
Bro.
You never hear him.
Yeah, it turned to cadaver.
Where you pick all these words from?
Bro.
We're into music. We're music.
Yeah.
Okay, because we want you people to get
And
it.
they give our
Luckily, give them.
We're going to give you a simple word.
What's simple
Pull up.
about it? Pull up. I pull up. It's
your song. Oh, I'm wind up, pull up.
What you give us an easy one?
Give us our money.
What kind of word is that one? You guys are just throwing
No, I'm giving you the nerdy
It's
version of
20,000
Afrobeat.
involved. Give us our money.
the word version, nerdy
The
version.
nerdy version of Afrobeat. Thank you.
Joey, we rock.
Thank
it.
you. We rock.
With your cheats, all those words. What is cadaver? What is that?
You know, myself
Thank
and
you,
Luca,
thank you.
we're good citizens
Go
of
into
Nigeria.
boot camp.
And
Joey
yes,
said.
we are really nice.
Nice setting up a camp.
Well, next stop.
Yes.
Next stop.
Guys, thank you so much for
Thank
being on our
you.
podcast. It's Culture Sonic, all right? So
Yeah.
right here, we capture the whole essence of African music. My name is Chacha Smith. It's been so awesome having Joey Akan.
Hey.
My
Lucas J. He lost.
My name is Lockley. My name is Lockley Naudu. Even though we lost today,
Oh.
Cheche,
Oh.
we're coming for you on the next episode.
Yes,
Come now,
sir.
come correct.
Coming for you.
Pull up.
Pull up. Pull up.
It's okay.